Hey professionals, do you struggle to switch off after work? Well, if you do, then watch this video because I've got 5 fast ways to switch you out of that habit. And the last one is a fantastic trick of the mind. My name's Steve and I coach professional people just like you to combine your personal brilliance with unshakable emotional freedom. And you can start on that journey by downloading my free 5-step guide to mastering stress in the moment. You'll find the link in the comments below this video. Now, when work is done, we want to switch off. We want to enjoy our evenings. We want to be relaxed. But sometimes we struggle to do that. What sometimes happens is we get home and we can't really shake those thoughts about work. We're thinking about meetings that might happen tomorrow, things that happen today, things that we must remember for tomorrow, people that we must speak to, and things like that. And rather than relaxing and being fully present with the things that we want to do in our evenings, our minds are still off in work mode and we don't relax. And that feeds back to the next day when we're not fully relaxed. So it's worth doing something about that. And here are the 5 things I've got for you. Number 1, whatever's in your head, get it out of your head and onto paper. This is simply writing things down. If it's a to-do list for tomorrow, I must remember to call somebody. I must remember to deal with something. Get it down on paper and get it out of your head. When you get it out of your head, you'll find that it won't shake around in there quite so much. And number 2, because a lot of what's spinning around in your head is preparatory thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow and the day after, then it can be useful, as well as writing things down, to actually set out a little bit of storyboard. What does tomorrow look like? Maybe even what does the day after tomorrow look like? When am I going to make that call? When am I going to be able to do this? When will I attend to that? And it might even be worth spending 5 minutes just playing through that storyboard so you do a little bit of mental rehearsal. Sports people use mental rehearsal because it works. And it pacifies that part of the mind that's nagging you about this. Now, number 1 and number 2 were about getting things out of your head and onto paper. Number 3 is about getting something different into your head. And what that means is as soon as you finish from work, then get into something else. Get into a hobby. Get into that book that you're reading. Maybe if you make model planes or something, get into making model planes. You don't have to spend your whole evening doing it, but just immediately switch into doing something else. Get something else into your head and you'll be able to relax from work. But if in the middle of doing that, thoughts about work come up, then go back to tips 1 and 2. Get it out of your head, get it onto paper, storyboard your next day. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notifications bell so that you'll know when more content like this arrives. Now, we've talked about getting things out of your head and onto paper. We've talked about getting something else into your head. Now, number 4 is to get out of your head and into your body. And that means going for exercise or going for a walk, getting on your bike, something that gets you into your body rather than your head. I used to do martial arts practice to get out of my head and into the body. You might have something else. You might have football. You might have some handcrafts. And in that way, there might be a natural join between this and the previous tip about getting into your hobbies. Some people enjoy cookery as a way to get something else into your head and to even get out of your head and into the body. So maybe start getting culinary. But certainly the worst thing you can do is just sit there and try to veg out when all that's really going round is all this stuff about work. So we've done getting it out of your head and onto paper. We've done getting something else into your head. We've done getting out of your head and into your body. And number 5 is to pacify what's in your head. And that means utilizing meditative or trance states. Now, you probably haven't got time right now to learn the whole business of hypnosis and self-hypnosis, but you can easily experience this kind of trance state by, for example, just staring at something and letting the muscles around your face relax. You can do this standing up or sitting down. You could sit in a comfy chair and, for example, stare into a candle is quite a common one. It helps you get into that meditative state. It helps clear the mind. It helps pacify the mind. And you can do that just as much standing up. And bonus tip, number 6, is to master your work-life balance, especially if you're working from home right now, because you don't have that ritual of leaving the office and traveling home as a space to unwind. And to do that, to master that, watch this video up here. Or if you've already watched that video, then watch this one down here instead. This is Steve, wishing you health and happiness.